everyone, and welcome back to my channel Vegan Picks, and to the second part of this series where I share some of London's top vegan spots. Make sure to stick around until the end because I've definitely saved the best till last. So let's get straight into this video and to the first restaurant, which is called The Swing. The Swing is situated in West Hampstead. This is the inside of the restaurant. It's pretty vibey. So I should say that this restaurant isn't actually 100% vegan. However, I've included it in this video because most of their menu is actually vegan. There's only a few dishes that aren't. So their menu mainly consists of tiny plates and small plates, as well as some desserts. And I really liked that their wine list showed exactly which ones were vegan and which ones weren't. So they do have a vegan tasting menu, but we decided to go for the small plates menu. So these were the patatas bravas. I think these were definitely one of our favorite dishes of the menu. Then we went for their glazed cauliflower wings. I personally wasn't a big fan of them. I didn't think they were anything special. They weren't crispy either. They were kind of just saucy cauliflower pieces. So yeah, they weren't my favourite. And then we also got the mini spring rolls with a chili dip, which were on the tiny plates menu. You can't go wrong with spring rolls. Then we also got the miso mushroom arancini. So these balls were filled with porcini and shiitake mushrooms with some miso, and they were served on this kind of tomato chili sauce. I thought these were pretty yummy. They were, again, one of the better things that were on the menu, I'd say. Then we went for the smoked aubergine, which is served with warm pitta. The actual aubergine dip was really tasty. And then the final thing that we ordered was the mock duck bao buns. Honestly, these were really disappointing. I personally didn't enjoy them at all. And I'd say overall, actually, we liked maybe 50% of the dishes. Next up, we have a restaurant called Tofu Vegan, which is situated in Golders Green, Islington and Spitalfields. So these were our lovely juices that they gave us. Right, so we ordered a bit of a feast when we got here. I was actually here on an invite basis. So they came out with so many dishes. Okay, so one of the first dishes they brought out was this assorted dim sum. So you get 6 pieces, and honestly it was really good. Each dim sum was filled with a different kind of filling, and yeah, it was just really tasty. I tried to get a close-up here of the filling, but it didn't go so well, but they were good. Okay, so next up were probably my favourite dish there, which are these wontons in a house special sauce. These were just absolutely delicious. This was their, I think it was a lotus root dish. Then they came out with these steamed buns, and their twice cooked fish is what they call it, which is actually aubergine that's kind of deep fried. Then this was a mock chicken dish with kind of like chilies, I think. This was amazing as well. And then they also brought out a noodle dish, which again, cannot fault. So this was inside one of the dim sums. I really do recommend this place. I think they are so creative with food, and each and every dish was genuinely amazing. If you do go here, I would definitely recommend getting the twice cooked fish because it was just phenomenal, and also the wontons because they were delicious. You can definitely tell that we enjoyed our meal because we literally cleaned every single dish and there was a lot of food. Okay, so next up we have a restaurant called Bubala, which actually started as a pop-up and has now resulted in 2 permanent restaurants in Soho and Spitalfields. I went to the one in Soho, which had a really nice vibe. So again, this restaurant isn't actually a fully vegan restaurant. However, a lot of their dishes are vegan. So we decided to go for their vegan tasting menu, and I definitely recommend, if you can, go for this one because you can try so many of their dishes. So the food just came out as and when it was ready. There were a lot of dishes. So the first things that came out were a pickle plate, a baba ganoush, which had a curry leaf oil and pine nuts, a hummus dish, which had harissa, apricot and jalapeno oil on, and this incredible bread. The baba ganoush was just super creamy and just so Moorish, and I think the hummus was probably my favourite dish. Then the next thing that came out were the skewers. So one was a charred oyster mushroom skewer and the other was a leek skewer, both of which were amazing. Then we got the smacked cucumbers, really, really tasty. Then we got the falafel, which came with tahini and onions. The falafel was good. It wasn't the best I've ever had, if I'm completely honest. Then out came the butter lettuce, which had rhubarb molasses, grapefruit and sesame on it. And then we got these yummy potatoes. I can't actually remember what they had underneath them, but they were amazing. And then I think this was a Swede. I can't remember. It was good though. I thoroughly enjoyed the food at this restaurant and I highly recommend.